Good morning. This is part of a video. We are going to go to the grocery store and I can't wait to take you along. And then I'm going to narrate and show you what I got. Our daughters are here. Our granddaughters are back in school. So it's a very busy morning, but I want to show you what I got and then we'll go on with the rest of the video today. I'm very thankful that my children are not sneaky eaters and they really like salad. So once a week we have a salad and that is using all of my garden produce. It's still coming in and it's just absolutely amazing to be able to harvest tomatoes and harvest all kinds of things. I made some soup, which is something that's typical. I typically make soup and salad and that's what we have for our meal. I went to the grocery store and got a few things. They had some of the dip and then they had some of these great chips, but they're not like regular chips. They were vegetable chips and they were really good. And so we have a meal together and we sit and spend the whole day together and it's always so much fun. The mercy of my discount grocery store. And I'm at the mercy of plastics. In order to buy things really frugal, I have to get what the discount grocery store has. And this is laden with plastics. Plastics are really hard to totally get out of your life, and I am trying to use as little bit as I possibly can. As I got rid of a lot of my modern things, well, most of them, there are two things that I still kept yet. And that is the crock pot and the bread machine. I will slowly be getting rid of the bread machine as I learn to create my bread by hand, but the crock pot I will always have. So you will be seeing crock pots in my cooking and all of that. I have a whole bunch of things I need to do today, and first of all I want to put the chicken in the crock pot and then work on my other chores. Hello everybody and welcome. I am Homestead Tessie and it's all about simple living really extremely frugal, and the old ways of living with a little bit of the modern twist. It's a little difficult to live your full life totally from the 1800s because some modern things like the camera and YouTube and crock pots and things like that really are nice to have. I was able to buy some really nice apples at the grocery store and they were only $2.99, which I thought was pretty cheap. I like the Granny Smith apples for doing our baking, and then we have a Macintosh and that my husband likes to eat just as a snack. We eat very little bit of snacks, and when we do, they're more natural. We love nuts, we like cheese, and we also like fruit. And that's pretty much what we eat as a snack. I don't eat a lot of sugary items, except for I do like my jams and jellies, and that's about a tablespoon that I use when I eat my bagels in the morning. But other than that, we're not very big pie and cake eaters, even though we will have a pie here and there or a cobbler, but generally we're not big eaters of that. So here's the chicken, and I did add was a beautiful sauce mix that I have. And I'm putting that in, and it's just going to simmer all morning long, and then I'm going to shred it up and make mashed potatoes, but that would be for supper. One of the things that I am really doing is I'm using a lot of baking soda. We want to be really careful with our sewer system because it's a very small sewer system, but I read that baking soda is really great for the sewer because it really helps with breaking down all of that sludge. And let me tell you what, our sewer system is so much cleaner and so much better since I've been using baking soda. But I use this to clean. I use this as scouring powder. I use this for cleaning the toilet. I also use it as carpet powder, and it works amazing. And I add some gingerbread essential oil just to give it that beautiful scent of fall. And now it's time for my off-grid laundry. I really like using my little washing machine, and it doesn't take any electricity for me to use it. That's simply because I have small little power units, and those are charged up using the sun. And because I have this little laundry machine, I'm able to use these power units. It takes a little extra time, but I really enjoy it. I have water here that I can use, and I have my own homemade laundry soap. I have full video tutorials on homemade laundry soap, and I actually have some new ones coming up here real soon. I use my laundry soap not just for the laundry. I do use it to clean the floors, and I use it for so many other uses as well. It gets the job done, and it works very good. I'm going to go ahead and share with you the link in the description box of my homemade laundry soap, the recipe, so you can find it today and you can make some, and it's so easy and quick. I must have been too early in hanging my wash out. The weatherman promised me a beautiful sunny day, but moments after I hung all this up, of course, we had a heavy rain shower. But now it is nice and sunny again, and the wash will dry. That's the only thing about not using modern dryers and things like that. You have to keep your eyes on the sky and keep your eyes where the weatherman tells you it's going to be sunny, and it's not. Relying on the weather is really interesting because most people in the modern day don't need to worry about the weather so much. But when you live partly off-grid, or you're trying to live a very sustainable, frugal lifestyle, you have to think about a lot of things before you start a project. And now I am organizing everything for the winter time. Now this is my antique linens and all of my herb sachets. People ask me all the time, well, what do I do this for? Now these here are made to put in when I have my summer clothes. I will pack one of these away with my clothing, and it keeps it fresh and smelling so good. Instead of using a dryer sheet, I use herbs that I dry from the garden. And in the spring, when I pull out my summer things again, they have a delicate, beautiful scent. And that's what I use it for. Finding new ways to save money. One of the big ones for me is I decided to save my garden seeds, and I have a whole bunch of garden seed packs that I found, along with a bunch that Tammy gave me, a wonderful viewer, and I am using these seed packs to make my own seeds and save them, and I like adding little extra touches. So today, after I get the seed packs finished, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pack them with the carrot seeds. And I'm also going to be packing them with the tomato seeds that I saved. Now tomatoes is a little bit different. You put the tomato seeds in a jar of water. You have to let them ferment for a couple days, and then you will drain the seeds and you will dry them. Some of your vegetable seeds need to be fermented in water before they are viable, while other seeds are just simply easy to save, like the carrot seeds. And finally, the rest of my wash is done. The last thing that I had to wash was my apron. This is a black apron, and sometimes I think it colors the fabric, so I want to always wash it separate, especially when it's new. All I have to do is put everything away, and I put a cover over the top. It just keeps the washer nice and clean. And now I'm done another washing day, and I don't have to wash now for another couple days. I thoroughly enjoy the season, so you're not going to see me do things way ahead of time. People are talking about Christmas already. No, it's fall time, and I'm making a garland of some dried oranges and just a few bits and pieces of things that I found. And now you're going to be seeing me decorate for fall, and we will keep our decorations for fall until December when it gets close to Christmas time. I don't rush any of the seasons. I feel like the seasons are here for a moment of time, and rushing them seems to be not a slow pace of living. And so now I'm making a garland, and I think it looks really pretty. Maybe I even could wear it as a necklace.
but finding little bits of things, and I thought about using my mom's clothespins. And wait till you see what it looks like when we're done. Packing up my garden seeds and having them ready for next year is what I'm working on now and getting this completed. And nice being outside, because after I take all of the seeds out of the seed heads, I can just give them a little toss and put them back into the ground where they can decompose and add nutrients to the soil. Back in the 1980s, when I was a young married woman, my sister-in-law had country living magazines. They were my favorite. She would let me take them home and I would look at them and enjoy them, and then I would have to give them back to her. Recently, I bought a lot of the country magazines. I think the lot of them was about 9 of the magazines on eBay, and that was just a little bit of a guilty pleasure for me. And I love the magazines, and I get so many ideas from them. I don't like the new ones. I like the old ones. And now what we're doing is we're just taking the sunflower, taking the seeds off of it, and drying them for next year. And Country Living Magazine gave me the idea for that. Well, my friends, it's been a long day. And I want to thank you so much for taking a little time and stopping in and visiting me today. As I share with you slow living the very frugal way, I share with you all kinds of tips and tricks and how to have abundant life on very little. And I hope that you are encouraged today. I hope my video has given you a little bit of peace, and I hope I gave you a peek inside my home here in Dew Valley. I cannot wait to share with you again tomorrow what I am doing. And I'll see you guys same time, same place, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It was such a good day. And I love to write in my diary every single day how my day went and what I did. That way, for future generations, they can read about my life here on my little homestead.